How the hell do you find out if you're sexually compatible with a partner if you plan on waiting till marriage? Okay, so I am not a person who has waited till marriage. But being Catholic, I know people who have and what the common advice history is. And it's that more emphasis is placed on learning to be sexually compatible together, not just about inherently being sexually compatible. Be prepared for it to not be that good at first. Don't be shy to discuss it with each other. Open communication will help to improve things as you go. Be open to what each other is into as long as everyone feels safe. You can't find out everything, but you can find out a lot. Physical attraction is never going to play a small role in sexual compatibility, so right off you have that. Smell is also important. The mystical concept of sexual chemistry might actually be a lot about smell, pheromones, and all of that. Kissing is extremely important. My wife and I always joke that we married each other only because of our soft lips, respectively. Touching even fully closed also says a lot. Does your touch turn each other on, respectively? You should feel desire for each other, even if it can't be fully satisfied. In general, you talk about it with them, but sexual compatibility isn't innate most of the times. You work to make sex better each time and understand what your partner likes. You don't. You can try to guess in advance, but there's no substitute for experience. I would at least explore your body on your own so you could know what you like and be able to discuss beforehand. It would suck to discover if your partner is unwilling to indulge. Relax. If you actually manage to find the one, spending the first couple of years figuring out how to please each other is going to be a wonderful experience that really helps to cement your bonds. Like any other thing, you learn and grow and compromise is needed. Or like me, you might think sex is a pretty minor part of a relationship anyways. Sure, I hear about sexual compatibility, but then again, there's no area in life where you'll be 100 with your spouse. Food taste, house decor, clothing, eating, ethical questions on morality which may eventually put you on opposite sides of a major civil war, color of your car, and other stuff. Sex isn't any different, and I compromise if necessary. Society teaches us that we should be sexually competent first. What society doesn't grasp and misses out on is the joy of learning and growing sexually together. Over time you grow in discovering each other and what both of you enjoy, and you share in each other's rhythms and pleasure in love. Honest answer, you can't. That's one of many reasons that fewer and fewer people wait until marriage. You also have to be willing to accept the person and accept the fact that they are the only one for you. Too many people rush things and end it in divorce. I was raised and still practice Christianity and one point did believe in waiting. But growing up, I realized that while marriage has its up and downs, and finding the best person for you requires maturity and sacrifice, traits many people neglect and live with regret. I can write a book on this, but we don't have the attention span for it. You have a commitment to each other first and foremost. The commitment is the source of connection. From that commitment you work together to be sexually compatible. You don't walk away when problems arise, and sexual problems arise even with couples who had lots of sex before marriage, because sex changes over many years with hormones, children, work stress, moving stress, etc. You commit to finding how to be the best for your partner, and learn as you go, which all couples have to do anyways. I guess y'all never know. One advice is keep your expectations low, so you won't be disappointed if it turns out bad. I think that's the problem with waiting until marriage. I don't advocate sleeping around. But if you are dating someone that you really connect with and love, then I think having sex is important, because then you will know if your sex life in marriage will be to your liking. Relationships aren't all about sex, but sex is a part of it. To put it bluntly, I just don't wait. I could never take the risk of waiting and then finding out I'm not sexually compatible after marriage. Sex is an important thing to me that truly lets me bond with my partner. There is nothing wrong with waiting until marriage if that's what is best for you. But y'all have to just accept that it is a risk. You might not be compatible sexually with your partner. Well, I believe it doesn't have to be intercourse to feel sexual compatibility. From my personal experience in waiting till marriage and listening to the stories of others, it's about discovering together. As with everything within a relationship, waited or not, truthful and open communications is the key. My wife and I were each other's firsts, and we got to learn, share, and bond over these experiences. It brought us even closer together, and every one of our sexual memories is shared. The whole point of marriage is for two people to grow together. That's why it's a commitment and not a wish. You commit to being with the person physically and spiritually, to grow with them as they grow with you. You shouldn't expect to be compatible with anyone after just one experience. And not just in terms of sex. Sex isn't 90% of the marriage.